Hi students, welcome back to our concept clarity video. In this chapter, in this lesson, in this video, I'm just going to explain you a very important concept on conversions between major four concepts in math. Okay, most of the students, even those who are in 8th standard or 9th standard, they are still struggling in this concept. I heard that in my experience, I'm seeing many are struggling in these concepts. So that's the major reason I'm just coming up with this special video. So before getting into that video, if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that whenever I'm coming with the new interesting videos, you can get the notifications in your mobile directly. Okay, so as said, we'll get into the video now. Here, what we are going to learn is we are going to learn fractions and decimals and percentage and ratio conversions. Okay, how you can convert all these between themselves, like fractions to decimal or decimals to percentage or ratio to fraction, percentage to decimal. Everything we are going to cover up in this single video. This is going to be very much helpful to you because all these concepts are basic. Okay, even when you are in 4th standard or 5th standard, or you are in 9th standard or 10th standard, this is going to be a very much helpful video to you. Okay, so still many are struggling, many have some confusions, what to be done, what not to be done. All those conditions are there whenever you are converting them. Okay, so first let me begin with the fractions to decimals. So whenever you are converting any fractions into decimals with the denominator in terms of 10 to the powers, make sure this is an important point. You need to keep this in mind. Number of zeros in the denominator must be equal to number of decimal places. So you just check out the question. I'm going to give you both questions as well as in the answers here. If your questions are like 4 by 10, or if you have something like 25 over 100, or if you have 765 over 1000, all these fractions we can write directly in terms of decimals without doing any divisions. Okay, so divisions is required when you need to convert the fractions into decimal. Division is required only when you have any other number like divided by 3 or 5 or 8 or 7, any other numbers. So that's a common method. What we are converting fractions into decimal with the help of division is completely common method. Here, whenever the denominator contains 10, 100 or 1000, this is going to be the basic one. How we can convert this into decimals directly means it's very easy. Whatever the numerator is given to you, just write down the same numerator and then check how many zeros are given in the denominator. Only 10 means you just leave only 1 point and keep the decimal point, and before decimal point it should not be empty. For that you need to write 0. Now this is what I told you. When you have 0, only 10 in the denominator, you must have only one number in the decimal place. Decimal place in the sense point after how many number comes. No matter what point before, point after only we are focusing. The same way, next one, 25. So 2 zeros in the denominator. So you leave 1 point, 2 point, and then here you are keeping the decimal and then 0. In the similar way, you have 3 zeros means 765.0. So this is a basic one. So I'm giving you the questions comfortably. How many zeros, how many numbers in the numerator? Okay, it is not going to be like this always. You are going to have different numbers in the numerator, different zeros in the denominators also. Only for the basic purpose, I'm just giving you to understand this logic. What I'm giving you on the key point here, number of zeros in denominator must be equal to number of decimal places. So 10 means I have only one number point after. 20 means I have two numbers. 30 means I have three numbers. So this is the basic relationship between fractions into decimals. Okay, now let us move to other numbers. Like if you have 685 divided by 10, or if you have 1462 divided by 100, or if you have just 73 divided by 1000. Now check in all these cases how you need to write the answer is, as usual, what number is there in the numerator, just to copy it same, 685, Okay, whether it is a 2-digit number or 3-digit number, it can be any number. Whatever they are giving in the numerator, just to copy the same number without missing anything. And then you observe the denominator. How many zeros? Only 1 0. So from the right, okay, not from the left, from the right, from the end, you need to consider. From end, you leave one number and keep a decimal point. So 68.5 is the decimal form of 685 by 10. You can check 1 0. So point after one number. Okay. In the same way, you have 1462. You have two zeros in the denominator. So 1 point, 2 points. So just leave this. That's all the answer. I hope you understand the relationship between denominator zeros and decimal places, right? In the same way, this one is interesting one. You just observe, listen carefully. You have only 73. Okay, you have only 73, but 3 zeros are given. 3 zeros are there, but you need only 2 numbers. So when I'm calculating from the right, what happens? 1 number, 2 number, third number is not there. So what I need to write, you just write one more 0 and then keep a decimal point, and in the front you need 0. Now you observe 3 zeros in the denominator, 3 numbers. So whenever sufficient numbers are not there, okay, whenever sufficient numbers are not there, you must write the extra zeros and then keep the decimal point. So repeatedly saying, number of zeros in the denominator must be equal to number of decimal places. If any number is shortage, means you just write 1 0 and then you can continue by converting fractions into decimal. Okay, so this is how we are going to convert fractions into decimal. Next, I'm going to give you same one, but different set of questions. If you want, you can just pause the video. Okay, if you want, you can just pause the video. When I'm going to give you 5 questions and I want you to try this. Okay, just to pause the video, I want you to try these questions. I'm believing that you must be having some note or anything with you. That is better to understand all the concepts, to grasp all the concepts very easily. Side by side, whenever I'm giving you notes, you can also make a note of it. That would be very much helpful to you. So don't just watch the video namesake. Okay, now here are the questions for you. I'm just giving you the questions and I want you to try this. 23 over 10, 68 by 1000, 43 by 143 by 100, 6845 by 1000. So what I want you to do is just to pause the video and you can write the answers. Then you play the video and check your answers. Okay. Yes, go ahead. Okay. Now, before moving this part, I hope that all the answers are there in your note. Now it's time to check your answers. Let's see how many of you are going to get 5 out of 5 here. So 0, only 1 0. So just 5 and point 0. Point before, make sure definitely if there is no number means you just put the 0 there. Okay. Next 23 over 10. So you write 23, only 1 0. So just leave 3 alone and 2.3. And then here 68. So just 68. 3 zeros, but I have only 2 number. So just write one more 0 followed by decimal and one more 0. The last one, you are getting 4, 4, 3, and you have 2 zeros. You just read between 1 and 4. Okay, just check it. Between 1 and 4, you have a decimal point there. Okay, next one, 6.845. This is the answer. So if you are getting 5 out of 5, just to drop it in the comment box that, sorry, I got 5 out of 5 in F2D. F2D means a fraction to decimal. Okay, because I'm going to give you the rest of all this. Okay. Because next one we need to move for other conversions also. Okay. I hope you understand the concept. This is the very basic one, how we can convert fractions into decimal when they have 10 powers. Now you may ask one question. Sir, we are not going to have fractions always in terms of 10 or 100 or 1000 in the denominator. What if we have some other numbers, sir? That is major one. When you have some other numbers, you try to change the denominators as 10 to the powers. Then you can continue the same procedure. For example, if I want to convert a number like 12 over 25. Okay, 12 over 25 I want to convert, or I want to convert 6 over 50. Okay, or I want to convert what else, 3 over 5. Sir, how to convert all these numbers? They don't have 10, 100 or 1000 in the denominator. Very easy. You observe the number, you try to change the denominators in terms of 10 or 100 or 1000. So you try to change. Okay, you try to change. I'll tell you what if not possible. Okay, that I will coming to next one. How to change the denominator 25 as 100? How to change? I can multiply this with the 4 and multiply this with the 4, right? Agree or not? When I'm converting, when I'm multiplying 25 with the 4, the denominator is going to be what? 100. But make sure what number you are multiplying with the denominator, same should be multiplied with the numerator also. So 25 over 100, sorry, 25 multiply with 4 will give you 100. At the same time, 12 times 4 is 48. Now we know how to write 48 by 100. It is 0.48. So this is how you need to change fractions into decimals. Then they don't have any 10 or 100 or 1000. Okay, if it is not there in the form of 10, 100, 1000 means you try to change them into 10, 100, 1000. I hope I made clear, right? Now the same way, just tell me 650. Make sure denominator only we are changing. You don't need to bother about the numerator. Denominator only we need in terms of 10, 100, 1000. Just take 50 times 2, right? 50 times 2. So it's going to be 6 2s are 12, 52s are 100. So 12 over 100 is going to be 0.12. And 5. 5 is very easy. You can multiply with 2. You can multiply with 2. So it will give you 6 by 10 only. So your answer is 0.6. Okay. So when denominators are 10, 100 or 1000, you can convert directly. When the denominators are not containing such numbers, you try to change them into 10, 100, 1000 and you can write. And you have one more also. What if the number is not possible to change? For example, your questions will be, I'm going to erase this. If you want, you can copy. If your questions are given like this, okay, like 3 over 8, or if you have a question like 5 over 11, or if you have a question like 7 over 13. In this case, 8 into 2 or 10 or 100 is not possible. 11 also not possible. 13 also not possible. But how to do this? How to convert these fractions into decimals means, children, there is no way we can convert them directly, just like what we have done in the previous question. In these numbers, definitely you need to do your regular divisions only. Clear? You need to do regular divisions only. So you can take decimal places up to 2 numbers or 3 numbers and you can stop your decimal process. Okay. So when denominators are not having 10, 100, 1000 are not possible to change 10, 100, 1000 means definitely you must follow division method only. There is no option to you. Is it clear now? Is it clear? So I'll be posting a separate video for that. Okay, because we need to focus on other conversions also. So fractions to decimal, I hope I made everything clear to you. I believe that you don't have any doubt. This is the basic one. As I told you, fractions to decimal is going to take little time, because if you understand this, then the remaining whatever you are going to learn in the upcoming part, that would be very easy. Now let us move to decimals to fraction. So decimal to fraction is nothing but just a reverse of these concepts. Decimal to fractions concepts, again you are going to reverse the key process. So what is the point? Number of decimal places is going to be equal to how many zeros in the denominator. Now you just observe the questions here. If you have 0.7, or if you have 0.64, or if you have 1.732, what you need to do? To write the same numbers, 7 by, point after how many number? Only one number, just to 10. That's all. Very easy. Since we know fractions to decimal already, this is going to be easy to you. Okay, 64. So 64. Point after how many numbers? 2 numbers. So 100. Very easy. Again, 1732. 1732. Point after how many number? 3 numbers. So 1000. Now you may ask me, sir, why you didn't write this 0? 07 or 064, why you didn't write? point before 0 means when you are writing 07, it has no value. It is nothing but 7 only. That is the reason 0 I didn't include for the first two number, and third one I am writing this 1. Okay, so no matter what, few students what they used to do, no, they will focus only on decimal number and they will be writing like 732 by 1000. Don't do like that. Whenever you are having any whole number, that also can be added to your numerator. Added in the sense you must consider it as a complete number. 1732 divided by 1000. So don't think that point after numbers only we should write. It is not like that, children. Yes, I'll give more examples. Don't worry, I'll give more examples. If you have 15.6, if you have 23.45, if you have 146.327, you never bother about how many digits are there totally. Our eyes going to focus only on point after numbers. Okay, so first step, what you need to do, you remove the decimal point and write as it is in the numerator. Okay, this is the first point. Clear? Remove the decimal point. Just write whatever the number is given, just you can copy the same without decimal point. Now, point after how many number? Only one number, so you just put 10. That's it, very simple. There are cases where you can possible to simplify the fraction, that is secondary. Okay, we are learning only conversions now. If possible to reduce the fractions, you can reduce. That is secondary part. Okay, now the second question. 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by point after how many numbers? 2 numbers. So I need to write 100. Very clear. Is it? Next, 146.146.327. Bigger number. Point after how many? 3. So I need to put 1000. That's all, children. It's very, very easy. Okay, it's very easy. If you understood that fractions to decimal, then decimals to fraction is very easy then. So the same condition, number of zeros in the denominator is going to be exactly equal to number of decimal places there. Okay, so I'll give 3 more example. I'll give 3 more. If you have 0.008, or if you have 0.7, or if you have 143.69. So you just check all these cases. Here you have just 8 only. No need to write 0.00. No need to include, just 8 only. Point after how many number? 3 numbers. So you must to write 3 zeros. Don't think that 8 is a 1-digit number. We should write 10. It's wrong. Point after you are counting. So 3 numbers are there. So 3 zeros you need to include in your denominator. Then 7. So 7 over 10. 10 only, because point after only one number. Now here 14369 over 100. Over in the sense by only. Okay, that's all the answers, children. Is it clear now? Is it clear? Shall you go for your evaluation time? Are you ready? Yes, are you ready? So just to take your note and pencil, I want you to copy these questions, or if you don't want to write the questions, you can copy only the, you can write only the answers better. Okay, get ready. So start writing. Evaluation time. This is for you. I want you to write the direct answers just by looking the question. So same 5 numbers I'm giving you. 5.64, 1.327. So keep writing. So pause the video. I want you to write the answers. Pause the video and then you can continue. It's time for the answers. I hope you have written the answers in your note. This is the time, so you can check it. I'll change the pen. It's 3 by 10 and 414 by 10 again, because point after only one numbers. And 3368 by 1000, and you have 564 by 100, and you have 1327 by 1000. 3 numbers, 3 zeros. 2 numbers, 2 zeros. So I hope you got 5 out of 5. So if you got 5 out of 5 here, then just drop it in the comment box, or I got 5 out of 5 in D2F. D2F means decimal to fraction. So I hope you don't have any doubt to move further. both fractions to decimal and decimals to fraction we have completed. Now you may feel, sir, for this itself, it takes too much of time means, then we have still percentage, we have still ratio. Don't worry, children, that is going to be very easy because percentage and ratio we are going to do with the help of fractions and decimals only. Yes, now let us move that one. Now we'll get into percentage to fractions and decimals at the same time because we know the relationship between fractions and decimals already. So percentage will convert into fraction and decimal at a time. So those who don't know what is percentage means, percentage is nothing but it is always divided by 100. That is in simple words I'm explaining. Percentage, the perfect definition for percentage is for every 100. Okay, you might, if you are in 5th standard or 6th standard means, you might know how your teachers are giving percentage marks. Like if they are conducting some test for 50 mark, okay, and you are getting some 45. Have you ever noticed that they are mentioning 90 percentage in your examination paper? 90 percentage. That is this part I'm giving you, those who don't know what is percentage. If you are in 7th standard or 8th standard, you might know what is percentage exactly. For the smaller kids, I'm telling you, 45 over 50, if this is your test mark means your teachers must be given like 90 percentage. So what is the reason? How she is writing a 90 percentage there? The reason is they are converting this into 100 mark. So 100 mark in the sense what happens, I need to multiply with 2 so that my fraction would be 90 by 100. So 90 by 100 in the sense it is 90 percentage. So conversion of percentage into fraction or fractions into percentage. So conversion of fractions into percentage or percentage into fractions are nothing but denominator over 100 only. Okay, so if 25 percentage is given, and if you want to write this in terms of fraction means 25 over 100. Always percentage means you just imagine denominator 100. Okay, so 25 percentage means 25 by 100 only. And from here we can easily convert into decimal 0.25. Okay, so fractions into decimals, we have learned many ways like 10 or 100 or 1000. But percentage to fraction or percentage to decimal means it is going to talk about only 100. So you just keep this in your mind. Okay, because percentage means always it is going to refer as 100 in the denominator of a particular 100 as the denominator of a particular fraction. Is it clear now? Yes, I hope I made myself clear. Whenever denominators are 100, you can convert them into percentage, or percentage means denominator 100. So this is a very simple concept. If you have some 4 over 100, this is a fraction. If I want to convert it into percentage means 4 percentage is the answer. Okay, or if you have 25 over 100 means what? 25 percentage. Or if I have 46 over 50, what I need to do? What I need to do? I need to multiply this with 2 and 2. So it is going to be 92 by 100, which will give you 92 percentage. So whenever you are converting fractions into percentage or percentage into fraction, make sure it is a simple relationship between 100 in the denominator of fraction. Is that clear? So what I gave you here is all these denominators are 100. When denominator is not 100 means you try to change it. Okay, you try to change it. There are cases where denominator will be different number which cannot be converted as 100 means in that case you need to change it into 100 only. Okay, next I will give you how to convert percentage into fractions. Okay, like if you have 12 percentage, or if you have 50 percentage, or 93 percentage, very simple, just to write them denominator 100. That's all. 50 percentage means 50 by 100. 93 percentage means 93 by 100. And if you want to further convert this into decimal means how to write 0 0.12, 0 0.50, 0 0.93 and so on. It's very simple, children. It's very, very simple. We are just going to convert the decimals or fractions from percentage with the help of denominator 100. So you can easily observe one important point here. Fractions are working like a bridge. Okay, fractions are working like a bridge between all the remaining. That is, if you want to convert decimals into fractions or decimals into percentage, or percentage into fraction or percentage into decimal, fractions are like a passing bridge. So fractions are helping you to convert from percentage to decimal or decimals to percentage also. It is, everything is going to be possible. Okay, everything is going to be possible provided percentage alone requires denominator 100. You may ask me, sir, how to convert decimals into percentage, sir? For example, if you have 0.32, or if you have 1.67, or if you have 2.47, in all these cases, don't try to write the direct answer into percentage. You first convert them into fraction and then you go for percentage. 32 means what? 32 by 100. So it is going to be 32 percentage. That's it. The same way, 167 by 100. So 167 percentage. Even few students, they may ask, sir, percentage means 100 only, no? How come the number is more than 100? Yes, this is possible. Okay, this is possible. In life math, when we are learning something about profit, so those kind of concepts are there. In that case, percentage is going to exceed 100 also. We cannot say that always percentage is going to be less than 100. In few cases, it is going to exceed 100 percentage also. Okay, now the third one, 247 by 100. So it is 247 percentage. So these kind of conversions also is possible. In case if you have a fraction like this, only 0.7. So 0.7 means what? 7 by 10. So 7 by 10, it doesn't have a denominator 100. How to convert this into percentage? Very easy. We have learned already how to change the denominators, right? So 10 multiply with 10, it will make 100, right? So shall I write this as 70 by 100? Now, is it possible to convert a 70 percentage? That's it. Whenever it is possible to change the denominator as 100, you change it and then you write it as a percentage. It's cool. Very, very simple, children. See, all these concepts, if you think it is tough, means it is going to stay on tough in your mind. If you open your brain and ask you to observe, if you open your brain and ready to listen, if you think this is going to be easy, means this is easy. Because conversions, still many are struggling, like decimal, fraction, percentage. The same next we are going to learn ratio. Everything is going to be ultimately interrelated between themselves. You can easily observe the relationship between all these. Decimals, fraction, percentages are connected with the denominator 100 of a particular fraction. Okay, so in the last slide, okay, that is towards the end, I'm going to give you a complete 4 relationship between all concepts in a single page. I'm going to give you. So watch out for that as well. So I hope conversions of percentage to fractions or decimals or the vice versa, from there to here, everything is going to be understand. It's easy to you. I'm just going to do 3 questions and then I'll give you questions. I'll do only 3 questions, like conversions from 5 percentage or like a little bit 15 percentage, or let it be like 67 percentage or 96 percentage. Okay, so how to write all these? So 15 percentage means 15 by 100, 67 means 67 by 100, 96 means 96 by 100. Now in terms of decimals, how to write this one? 0.15, 0.67, 0.96. School. Point after number, when you are reading, you just read the numbers individually. Don't read like 0.15, 0.67. I hope you know this already, but anyhow, I'm just giving you this as well. Okay, so this is how we are going to convert, children. This is going to be very, very, very easy when you are converting a percentage to fractions and decimals there. The same way, when decimals and fractions are given to you, you know how to convert them into percentages also by just putting the denominator 100 there. Okay, now I guess you are ready for this. I am just going to give you 3 evaluation questions. So just to start writing, so ultimately it's the same basic one only. So I just want you to try this 27 percentage. So write them in terms of fraction and decimal. 66 percentage, write them, and 85 percentage, write them. Just to pause the video, and I want you to convert them into both fractions as well as decimal. Then you can play the video and check your answers as usual. Yes, here we go. Start writing. Now, I hope you have completed all the 3. Time to check your answers here. So let me give the answers as 27 by 100. So here itself, I'll write it in terms of decimal as well. And this is going to be 66 by 100, and it's going to be 0.66. And this is 85 by 100. So it's going to be 0.85. School, very easy. So if you got 3 out of 3, just drop that in the comment box, or I got full mark in percentage also as well. Yes. Now keep watching. This is going to be the last concept. What we are going to do next is going to be ratio conversions with these two. Okay, so ratios, those who don't aware of ratio is also like what we are learning about fractions, are like dividing something into a part, right? So in the same way, ratios are going to be part only. Okay, part only. So ratios are nothing but, for example, if I'm dividing something into 3:7, literally this means what is, there are totally 10 part something. Okay, there are totally 10 part, and first one is referred as 3/10, and second one is referred as 7/10. Okay, some two persons are dividing something into part means, then they will be represented in terms of ratio. Okay, and when you are converting directly this ratio into fraction means, this is going to be like 3/7. Okay, 3/7. So when you are talking about individual part, it is going to be 10, 3, it is going to be 10 and 7 here. And when you are converting the direct ratio into fraction, it is going to be like 3/7. Obviously representing in terms of fractions only, since I have mentioned the words parts here. Okay, parts here. For example, I'll give you one real life example. A teacher is distributing chocolates to our students. Okay, so there are 50 students in total. Okay, there are 50 students in total, and like 35 are boys and 15 are girls. So the ratio of boys to girls, she is going to represent 35:15. So if she is distributing the chocolates means, in what ratio she is going to give? She is going to take 50 chocolates and she is dividing into 35 to boys, 15 to girls. So 35:15. So the fraction of boys is going to be 35/50. Sorry, total 35/50, and fraction of girls is going to be 15/50, and the ratio of chocolates is going to be 35/50. I hope you understand this comparison, right? Those who are not aware of ratio, I hope this intro is enough for you. Just convert them in terms of fraction directly, 35/50. Is it clear now? So something related with the part, like how we have learned in our primary classes fractions. In the same way, when some data, some real life word problems are dividing into certain parts, we will be learning ratio here. Okay, so boys part is going to be 35/50, girls part is going to be 15/50, and chocolates part is going to be 35/50. Is it clear now? So fractions are nothing but ratios are nothing but fractions. There is a mutual understanding between those two concepts there. Okay, I'll give you more examples, don't worry. So if I have something like 5:20, so it is nothing but what? 5/20. So 5/20, sir, how to change this into decimal? Fraction is easy. How to change it as decimal means, as usual, you just multiply this with 5. Multiply with 5, what happens? It is going to be 25/100, right? So 25/100 means it is going to be 25%, as well as it is going to be 0.25. So just to see the beauty of relationship between all these four in a single number. So I have represented here as a ratio. Here it is fraction. Here it is percentage. Here it is decimal. Sounds cool, right? Yes, so this is what I was trying to say you from the beginning. All these four concepts are interrelated. They are like friends. Okay, the way they are representing is going to be different. The way we are writing is different. But meaning-wise, value-wise, everything is going to be same only. So when we are learning something like in terms of rupees or something, we will be using amount. So we will be using decimal there. Or if you want to write them in terms of part, means we will be representing them in terms of fraction or ratio. Or if you want to compare them, means we are going to use percentage. So all these concepts are interrelated. you must to know how to convert from one to another in between all these four. So that is the reason I gave you this finest example. I'll give one more example also as well. You just observe, if I'm giving you 12 is to some 25 is given. Okay, 12 is to 25. So how to write this in terms of fraction? In terms of fraction, I can write this as 12 by 25. Okay, so percentage if I want or decimal if I want means I need to change the denominators into some other number. So 25 if I want to convert into 100 means it is 4 times. So same 4 you multiply with the numerator also as well. So 48 by 100. So it is going to be 48 percentage and it is going to be 0.48. See, two zeros. So point after two number. The beginning concept what we have learned already from fraction into decimal there. Okay, so I hope this is very easy, children. Comparing with fraction, this is very easy because the ratio you are just to directly convert them into fraction just by one number by another number. Ratio is a huge concept. Since we are talking only about the conversions, I'm making it as very simple for your understanding there. So the next side is going to be like you need to convert all these four from one to another one. So take it as a challenge, and here we go. Questions are going to appear for you, and I'm going to give you the questions first. You just observe here, fraction, decimal, percentage, ratio. So everything is there. Okay, so everything is there. I'll just to drag a little bit corner. Yeah, so I'm going to fill all the details one by one, and you are going to fill the remaining. Okay, for example, in one row, I'm going to fill only one part. The rest you are only going to convert. So if you are doing this slide correctly, then you are good at conversions of all these four. Then the time what you spend to watch this video is going to get value. It's going to be worth only when you are getting all these answers correctly. So here we go. So first one, second, third, I may give any number anywhere. So get ready. Yes, here we go. So let me start the new one. Like fractions, I'm just giving you like 75 by 100. So you write the remaining. In the same way, decimals, I'll give you 0.45, or I will give 12 percentage, or I will give 9:10, or I'll give one more 3 by, what is the, I'll just change anything there. Okay, so 3 by 20 I'll give you. Okay, so just to pause the video, I want you to convert everything to another. Okay, for example, 75 by 100 is there. You need to convert into decimal, percentage, ratio. Again, second line, 45 is 0.45 is decimal. You convert them into fraction, percentage, ratio. Okay, no matter what, whether you are reducing, you are simplifying the fractions or not, it is not compulsory there. You just know only how to convert as of now. So just pause the video. Do well, try to get the correct answers. Now here we go. So time for the answers. I hope before playing this part you have completed all these in your note now, then only it gets value. So if not still, please pause again and you can continue. Now time for the answers. So the first one, 75 by 100, it's actually a comfortable denominator we have, so you can change this as directly decimal 0.75. And percentage, so 75 by 100 only, so denominator 100 means directly you can write the numerator as the percentage. And ratio, 75 by 100 means you can write it 75 is to 100. Okay, you can read this as is to, IES is to. Okay, those who are smaller kids, I'm just explaining. Now I hope first row have you completed correctly. Sure, the next one, decimals to all the remaining. So 0.45, so which will give you 45 by 100. Why I am writing 100? Because you have point after two numbers. In the same way, 45 by 100 means you can write directly 45 percentage. So percentages, if you want to convert percentages, as I told you, you look for the fractions. Fractions only playing as a bridge role between all these conversions. Now 45 by 100 means 45 is to 100. Now the third one, directly given 12 percentage. So 12 percentage means 12 by 100. You just to check what I'm filling first. I'm filling fractions first, because with the help of fractions, I can complete the remaining very easily. So 12 by 100 means it is going to be 0.12, and this is going to be 12 is to 100. Now last two one, you don't have denominator comfortable, and 10 only there, 100 is not there. So I need to change it, right? So 9 by 10. So I'll do it here. So 9 by 10 means you need to multiply with the 10 you need to multiply with 10 only you will be getting 90 by 100. Okay, why I am converting 90 by 100? Because I want in terms of percentage, right? That is the reason. Decimal you can write. See, 9 is to 10 means in fractions you can write 9 by 10, and in decimal also you can write 0.9. But in terms of converting into percentage, definitely I need the denominator 100. So that's the reason I made the change. So it is 90 percentage. So whatever the term you are converting, you can convert. But to write the percentage, definitely you need the denominator 100. So you just have that point clear. Okay, the last one you are getting 3 by 20. So 3 by 20 means I need to multiply with 5 and 5. So this is going to be 15 by 100. Okay, 20 multiplied with 5 only 100. So 15 by 100. So 15 by 100 means what I need to write? 15 percentage. And you will be writing here 0.15. And you are right here, you can write either 3 is to 20 or you can write 15 is to 100 also. Okay, this is going to be a simplified form only, as I told you. It's your choice. Okay, simplified form only. Both are correct. Okay, so I hope you have completed everything. I'm not sure whether you have completed everything correctly or not, but if you tried out of all these, okay, out of all these, if one or two mistakes if you have done means it's okay, no problem. If you have done everything correctly means just to drop it in the comment box or just tell me how many correct. Okay, almost you got the 5 3s are 15. Okay, 50 empty boxes were there. Out of 15, how many you got? And I want you to drop that in the comment box if you tried honestly. Okay, so this video is going to be helpful for you, and if you find this video is helpful for you and if you want to help your friends in these conversions, kindly share this video with your friends also. So before moving, I also want you to comment which are the concepts you are still struggling on, what are the concepts you want me to teach in the upcoming days. Just drop the concepts title or topic or standard, whatever. Just mention that in the comment box. I will reply to you and I will be posting that video within 2 or 3 days. I need a time. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. And if you are new to our channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon. Only then you will be receiving all the notifications whenever I'm coming with the new videos. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye. Catch you in another video. Bye bye.